Hey there, and welcome to the Daily Manchester United News Show. Let's dive into today's top stories. West Ham plotting January move for Manchester United's Aaron Wan-Bissaka to solve right-back issues. West Ham have reportedly identified Manchester United star Aaron Wan-Bissaka as their number one target to solve their issues at right-back. During the summer transfer window, West Ham expressed interest in Wan-Bissaka. However, a move to the London Stadium never materialized, and the Englishman ended up staying at United. He suffered an injury on 16 September during United's 3-1 defeat at the hands of Brighton. Wan-Bissaka recently made his return to action and played the full 90 minutes against Fulham and Copenhagen. He missed the Luton Town game due to illness, prompting Erik to start Diogo Dalot in his place. Football Transfers report that West Ham are keen on landing Wan-Bissaka as early as January, and the United star is not entirely opposite to leaving Old Trafford if he were to be made available for sale. There is uncertainty surrounding Vladimir Kufal's future with David Moyes' side. The Hammers are not keen on handing Kufal a contract extension to extend his stay at the club. Negotiations with Ben Johnson, West Ham's other right-back, have hit a major snag. Johnson's representatives and the London outfit remain some way apart in agreeing terms of a new deal. Johnson is unhappy with what has been put on the table and is seriously considering leaving West Ham in search of greener pastures. Football Transfers state, "We are told that a January move for Wan-Bissaka could be on the card despite interest from his former club Crystal Palace. It's thought that a move to West Ham is a more enticing prospect for Wan-Bissaka than a return to the Eagles, where he spent 3 seasons. West Ham are also actively pursuing Wolves' Nelson Semedo as a potential replacement for Kufal." Man United refused to budge on Jadon Sancho demands. Manchester United have set a high asking price for Jadon Sancho amid manager Erik Ten Hag's desire to offload him during the January transfer window, according to the Mirror. The England international has not played for the Red Devils since August 26 after publicly criticizing the manager for dropping him from the squad to face Arsenal on the road. Sancho has refused to apologize for the public outburst. As a result, he has been suspended indefinitely and has been banished from all first-team training facilities at United. Ten Hag has given the green light to part ways with him in January, but United are unwilling to take a huge hit on the £73 million paid to Borussia Dortmund 2 years ago. The hierarchy are looking for £50 million to consider his permanent sale. The club feel he has the best years of his career ahead of him and are not prepared to accept a significant loss. Sancho has not played for the Red Devils for 10 weeks. During this time, he has been asked to stay away from the first team group. This is bound to affect his transfer valuation. United are refusing to budge on their demands at the moment, but they are highly unlikely to receive the package mentioned with the lack of playing time for the winger. The club may have to consider a loan deal until the end of the campaign before they can re-evaluate him in the summer. In that case, Juventus could be front-runners to sign him. The Bianconeri have identified the Englishman as a winter loan target, but the big question is whether they are prepared to pay a significant portion of his current weekly wages. The 23-year-old does have interest from the Saudi Pro League, but the former Dortmund man is reluctant to consider a move to the Middle East at the current phase of his career. Man United will block all offers for under-pressure 23-year-old star in January. Man United will refuse to sell underperforming winger Antony in January and will block all offers that arrive for the 23-year-old. Antony followed Erik Ten Hag to Old Trafford in the summer of 2022 and made the switch to the Premier League as part of a £85 million deal with Ajax. The winger has not lived up to that price tag, and after a poor start to the current campaign, there is already speculation over his future. The 23-year-old has made 12 appearances across all competitions this season, but has yet to contribute a goal or assist. Despite this, Ten Hag is not ready to give up on the player just yet and will block any offers that arrive for him in January, reports Football Insider. The main reason for Man United refusing to let Antony go is the fact that the Red Devils are short of attacking options, especially with Jadon Sancho expected to leave in January. The second half of the season could be a big one for the Brazilian, as he is fighting for his future at the Premier League club and will want to make the Brazil squad for the Copa America next summer. With Sir Jim Ratcliffe set to be involved in the running of the club next year, the British businessman will want to start making changes, and players such as Antony, who are contributing very little, will likely be shown the exit door. Erik ten Hag back to succeed at Manchester United by Sir Alex Ferguson. Prospective Manchester United co-owner Sir Jim Ratcliffe is expected to seek guidance from Sir Alex Ferguson, who reportedly supports current manager Erik ten Hag. Ratcliffe, said to acquire a minority stake in the club, will take control of sporting operations once his £1.3 billion proposal is approved. Despite Ten Hag overseeing United's challenging start to the season, the former Ajax chief is believed to have Ferguson's full backing. A report from The Sun suggests that Ferguson plans to advocate for maintaining faith in Ten Hag to potential investors, citing the manager's successful maiden year, which included winning the Carabao Cup and securing a third-place finish in the Premier League. Although their Premier League campaign didn't get off to the best of starts, Manchester United are only 5 points off Ange Postecoglou's Tottenham Hotspur, who sit in fourth. Pundits and analysts have continued to heavily criticize the Red Devils whilst heaping praise on Spurs, but the reality is that the two clubs aren't light years away from each other. So the question is, does Erik ten Hag really deserve constant criticism? Sir Alex Ferguson believes he doesn't, which is why he firmly backs the Dutchman to lead Manchester United to successful times once again. Sir Jim Ratcliffe will prioritize getting rid of dead weight at Man United in January. Sir Jim Ratcliffe is closing in on a £1.3 billion deal to take a 25% stake in Manchester United from the Glazer family, and the Ineos CEO will look to make major changes to the squad once he is through the door at Old Trafford. It has taken the British businessman longer than expected to be part of the Premier League giants, as the club's board delayed making a decision, but Ratcliffe is set to take over the footballing side of the club very soon. Once everything is ready to go, Ratcliffe will prioritize shifting the dead weight in the Man United squad during the January transfer window, reports TalkSport. It's uncertain who those players will be, but it's expected to be the likes of Antony Martial, Jadon Sancho and Donny van de Beek. If the new Man United co-owner is going to do this, he will have to bring in players to replace them, as Erik ten Hag is already short in certain areas, such as the wing positions. With not a lot of time to plan for the upcoming transfer window, it could be a chaotic window for Man United, and that may lead to more bad decisions, which might not help their current situation. Man United eyeing deal for Roma star Gianluca Mancini. Manchester United are interested in signing Roma centre-back Gianluca Mancini, according to Italian outlet El Romanista. The Red Devils have had an average start to the current campaign, and they have suffered 9 defeats in 18 games in all competitions. Their defensive record has been disappointing, and there are suggestions that they could pursue a new centre-back in the new year. El Romanista claimed that Mancini is a welcome profile for the Red Devils. He has entered the sights of United, who need a reliable central defender. However, he won't come on the cheap for the club, with Roma's hierarchy eyeing at least 30 to 35 million euros to part ways with the 27-year-old. Mancini is a highly experienced defender and has accumulated nearly 200 appearances for Roma. Despite this, we are not convinced over his ability to succeed in the Premier League this season. He has a passing accuracy of 85% in Serie A, with one tackle and one interception per game. The Italian average is just over 3 ball recoveries per appearance. He is good with his aerial challenges, but has lost possession on 10 occasions per game, which is quite concerning for a central defender. In our view, United should instead focus on landing long-term target Jean-Claire Todibo. He could be available for 40 million euros, and he is vastly superior in different aspects compared to Mancini. The Frenchman has completed 90% of his passes this term. He averages 2 tackles and 7.8 ball recoveries per outing for Nice in Ligue 1. Todibo would be an ideal signing for United. The former Barcelona defender is only 23 years of age and would have time on his hands to adapt to the Premier League demands, unlike Mancini, who will be turning 28 in April next year. Man United returned for Youssouf Fofana, tried to sign him last summer. Manchester United have resumed their scouting mission on Monaco midfielder Youssouf Fofana, according to French outlet RMC Sport. The Red Devils looked at multiple options to bolster their defensive midfield department last summer. They were interested in signing Fofana on loan with an option to buy, but were not successful. United ended up securing Sofiane Mrabit on a temporary basis, but the Moroccan has yet to find consistency. Amidst this, RMC Sport claimed that the club are continuing to monitor Fofana. No valuation has been mentioned by the report, but Monaco could be wary of losing the Frenchman in the near future, with his current contract expiring at the end of next season. Casemiro had a fantastic debut season after his arrival from Real Madrid, but he has struggled this campaign. He has been dribbled past on more occasions. In terms of dual winning ability, there has been a reduction of 9%. He has also picked up a couple of injuries and is currently sidelined until January. This has led to suggestions that he could be offloaded this winter, with interest from Saudi Arabia. In our view, Fofana would be an ideal replacement in the squad. Both him and Casemiro have a similar build. Fofana is better when it comes to ball recoveries. He also likes to dribble his way out of tight spaces, unlike Casemiro. At 24, he is just in the prime of his career and would be a superb long-term signing for United. The former Strasbourg man is currently valued at 25 million euros by transfer market, and United will be hoping to prize him away for the same fee after offloading Casemiro. Man United convinced about signing João Neves after regular scouting. Manchester United are convinced about signing Benfica midfielder João Neves following an extensive scouting mission on him this year, according to Record. The 19-year-old made his breakthrough for the Primera Liga Giants last season, and he has since established himself as a key player in the center of the park. Record claim that United have had constant observations over his performances and most recently watched him in the Lisbon derby, where he was the star of the game. The Red Devils are now convinced that they should move for him, but may have to trigger the 100 million euros release clause in his contract, with Benfica in no rush to sell. The teenager has made huge strides over the last 12 months with Benfica, and he is one of the most sought after young midfielders in European football at the moment. Navas can play in different midfield positions as well as on the right wing. However, he is predominantly a defensive midfielder this season. He has a passing accuracy of 91%. He has also impressed defensively with a stunning 2.4 tackles and 7.3 duels won per game. The Portuguese has also completed 71% of his dribbles this campaign. The youngster has the potential to become a world-class midfielder in future. In our view, United should make a move to sign him at the earliest possibility to avoid rival competition. A January deal is unlikely with the club's financial fair play situation, but it could change if Sir Jim Ratcliffe is prepared to make a sizable investment after securing his minority stake at United. Ratcliffe is expected to take control of the sporting operations at the club from the Glazers. Jean-Claire Todibo is Man United's big objective for January. Manchester United have identified Nice defender Jean-Claire Todibo as their big objective for the January transfer window, according to Sport. The French centre-back was linked with the Red Devils during the summer transfer window, but a deal did not materialize, with Harry Maguire staying put. United were aiming to offload Maguire to recoup additional funds for the transfer, but the former captain opted against parting ways with the club. Maguire has since turned around his fortunes under manager Erik ten Hag, but there are now doubts over Raphael Varane's future with the Red Devils. Sports highlight the same and add that Todibo is the big objective for United in the next transfer window. He is eyed as a replacement for his compatriot. Meanwhile, Nice are unlikely to sell him on the cheap and could demand in excess of 40 million euros, with Barcelona owed 20% of the sell-on fee. Varane has been a regular on the bench over the past few weeks, with Ten Hag clearly preferring Maguire over the Frenchman in the right centre-back role. The manager does not believe the World Cup winner is suitable for the left centre-back position compared to Victor Lindelof and Johnny Evans. We won't be surprised if he leaves in January. Todibo could replace him. The 23-year-old is a strong ball-playing centre-back with good concentration skills this season. He has completed 78 passes per league game with an accuracy of 91%. He has won 2 tackles per outing alongside 2.8 clearances. The Frenchman has also won 64% of his aerial challenges with 7.8 ball recoveries on average. As we mentioned before, for the price mentioned, he would be a no-brainer signing for United. Sir Jim Ratcliffe's minority stake at the club should boost their chances of landing him. The British billionaire is the majority shareholder of the French outfit and should give the green light to the transfer, provided the player's valuation is met. As we wrap up today's Manchester United news, remember to stay tuned for daily updates right here on the channel. Don't miss out on the latest updates, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and give us a like if you found this information valuable. Your support means the world to us. Thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.